Hey, welcome to Making Meals with Meka live. All right. It is hump day. I hope everyone is having a great day. I'm going to give time for people to kind of trickle in, you know how it is. 7 o'clock. This is like a party. All right. Going live is literally a party. It starts at 7. People want to come at 7:15, 7:20, and that is okay. But we are here, we are live, and today we are making holiday desserts. I want to give you guys a disclaimer. I can cook my ass off, period, point blank, and dot. I am a chef. I am a cook. I can cook whatever. Desserts, however, is not my strong point. But I feel confident enough to show you guys how to make these two. We're doing two desserts today, okay? We are doing no bake cheesecake, and we are also doing a no bake banana pudding. Because let's just be honest, baking is very like intimidating, okay? Like bakers, I have a lot of respect for bakers. Baking is not my strong suit. Hello. Hi, Amara. Hi, brother. So I'm going to be interacting with our guests today. We have my niece online, my brother. My brother's always here. Amara says, hey, she's excited for this video. Yay! Good evening, brother. How are you doing? How are you doing? All right, so you guys, listen. I am going to be honest with you all. Like I said, I can cook my ass off. I am not big in the baking department. So what that means is you are in good company because I'm going to give you two foolproof recipes. If I can do it, anyone can do it. For real. I'm not joking. Because some people are like, well, Meka, you cook for a living and this comes easy to you. No. No, ma'am. No, sir. Not baking, not desserts. I used to have one, dessert recipe in my repertoire, and that was a cheesecake, and everyone loved my cheesecake. But it's like, I got to step my game up. So today we're making mini no-bake cheesecakes, and we are making a no-bake banana pudding. Hi, Reyes. Hi. You guys, my boo is online. He is like my biggest supporter, my biggest fan. I love him so much. So thank you for being here. Let's get started. We are going to start with the no-bake mini cheesecakes. Okay? All right, I'm so excited because like dessert is all, like people love dessert. And there's always like one person that's like the dessert person because like they can cook their ass off, and desserts are very intimidating. You guys, I am going to show you how to make desserts not intimidating. Hello, Leisha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's get started on our mini cheesecake bites. And I'm switching it up. We are not doing a graham cracker crust. We are doing... All right, I'm going to open these up. Have you guys ever had these cookies? Oh, it broke. Like, these cookies are amazing. Okay, the Biscoff cookies. If you've ever had these cookies, you know how delicious they are. So we're going to take the graham cracker crust out, and we are making a Biscoff cookie crust. Yes, because we're fancy around here. We just don't do regular stuff, We're going to switch it up a little bit. We're not doing graham crackers, we're doing Biscoffs. So let's get started. When you want to start, I have, now this is going to give you 10 servings, okay? Not 12. I have a cake pan or a muffin pan for 12, but I did this yesterday just to practice, and I got 10 servings. So if you want more than 10, go ahead and double this recipe. So first of all, you're going to start with a muffin tin, and you are going to put your cupcake wrappers in the muffin tin. All right. And then we have the Biscoff cookies. These are, oh my God, they're delicious. If you don't know the flavor profile of Biscoff cookies, they're like the best ever. It's like cinnamon and molasses and ginger. They give these to you when you fly. And they're fire. Hi, Leisha. Welcome, welcome. So this is going to be our base. All right, I'm not going to sit here and eat a whole pack of cookies because I literally can. Let's get started on the base for the no-bake cheesecake. Hello, Shy. Is it Shy? Hello. I'm saying hello to everyone. You are tuning in with Making Meals with Meka. We are getting started on the base of our mini cheesecake, and we are not doing graham crackers. We are doing Biscoff cookies. What you're going to do is you're going to take the cookies, and of course you got to make cookie crumbs. Now, if you are fancy, you can put these in a blender, you can put these in the food processor, but I want to give everyone an option. So if you don't have the fancy schmancy, mini electronics or kitchen gadgets, we're doing this old school, okay? You're going to take your cookies, and this is about 10 cookies. Put them in a baggie, okay? You can take whatever heavy object you have. I have a French rolling pin, and this is fun. And you are going to smash these cookies, okay? Now, if you're fancy, because I love being fancy, you can put these, like I said, in the food processor. Put them in a blender. But if you don't have all that, but you still want to make delicious, come on. But you do have to have like a Ziploc bag and something heavy. If you don't have a French rolling pin, because we are fancy, you could take anything. A whisk, you could take a ladle. You just need something heavy to smash it. Okay? So we want to smash these cookies into crumbs. And I say a Ziploc bag because it's nice, it's strong, and you're not going to break the bag, but you do want these into crumbs. And if you're stressed out that day, this is perfect. Like, I'm pissed off. Shit's not going right. Which I had a stressful day today. Just take your stress out while you're cooking. You're multitasking right now. Cooking is very therapeutic, okay? So I have smashed these to oblivion. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Marvin. Hi, my son is on here today. Guys, I got my son, my brother, my boo. I have all the main men in my life on my life. Life is great. Do you hear me? All right, so we have the Biscoff cookies already smashed. Who is that? Legend? Hi, Legend Lewis. Hey, of course. Welcome. Welcome to the hottest party on a Wednesday. If you're just tuning in, you are tuning in to Making Meals with Meka. Right now, we are in the midst of making some Biscoff cookie mini cheesecakes. We have substituted the graham crackers for Biscoff cookies. We got Legend Lewis in here. Hi, Legend. Thank you. So we have these crumbs, and they're perfect. What we're going to do is we're going to melt 1/2 cup of butter, okay? These are the crust. So microwave. You guys, this is going to be so easy. You're not going to need a stove at all. So for everyone that's like, I don't cook, I don't even use my stove, these two recipes are for you. No stove is needed. I'm going to put this 1/4 cup of butter in the microwave, okay? It's going to nuke for like 30 seconds. So for those of you that are tuning in, we are making mini cheesecakes. Mini no-bake cheesecakes, easy peasy. The holidays are coming up. We're going to have so many things. There's going to be, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie. There's going to be cake. There's going to be everything. And then we're going to have these delicious no-bake cheesecakes that are going to steal the show, because who doesn't like cheesecakes? Do you hear me? Okay, let's see here. Perfect. So we have our melted butter. Now, I do want to tell you guys, throughout this live, I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks to make the most delicious recipes, okay? What I am saying is, this is butter. This isn't margarine. This isn't, I can't believe it's not butter. This is real life butter. I need you to use real life butter in this recipe. All right, so we have our crushed up Biscoff cookies. Okay. This is so luscious. And then all of this is gourmet. I don't know if you guys know, but you're making gourmet recipes, but you are. And then we're going to take our butter and we're going to put our butter in there. And I like to use a smaller spoon because we're going to use this to press this down. And then we're just going to mix these together. Hi, everyone. Hi, Marvin. Hi, Legend. Hi, everyone. And then you just want to make sure that everything is combined. This is our crust, okay? Biscoff cookies and butter. This is like cereal. You could eat this for cereal. I wouldn't suggest eating it for cereal, but you could totally eat this for cereal. I'll just say. All right, so this is evenly mixed. Do you guys see that? Okay. And let me just get the rest of the butter out of there. It was a couple of drops. I need to get the couple of drops of butter out of there. All right, there we go. All right. Now, we have this is our muffin tin. And I have placed, so I did this recipe yesterday. You'll see. And this makes 10. It makes 10. All right. 10 is a nice size. It gives you a nice size crust. It gives you a really thick cheesecake. So this is for 10. And then we're going to take this crumble. And everything tastes good with butter. Okay. And then we're just going to evenly scoop this in all of them. All right. This is no bake, you guys. So it's your job as you're cooking. You know, cooking uses all of your senses. It uses your nose, your ears, your eyes. You're just going to have to, you know, see what you're doing. I can't say, oh, put 1 tablespoon of, you know, cookie crumble in each cup. I don't know. I don't know what you're going to put in here. You have to eyeball it and make sure everything is even. Okay, so for those of you that are just tuning in, you are making meals with Meka live, and we are doing holiday desserts. And right now we are making our Biscoff cookie cheesecake, and I am making, for me, a cheesecake. The crust is one of my favorite parts. So I'm just going in and I'm putting the crust, and I have 10 cups. Okay. Now we have this crust in here. You just can't serve it like that. You have to go in. You're going to have to push it down. That's why I say use a smaller spoon. Okay? Because it fits in there. All right? If everyone's having a good time, go ahead, hit that like button. You know, let me know. I have a question for you guys. What are some of your favorite holiday desserts? One of my favorite holiday desserts is cheesecake. I absolutely love cheesecake. I just love cheesecake. It's always been one of my favorites. I also love caramel cake. And I feel like caramel cake never comes out until it's the holidays. But caramel cake is absolutely delicious. Someone says, can you show my grandma how can you say Rivera? I don't understand that. You want me to say hi to your grandma? Is her name Rivera? So I have just smashed down all the cookie crust in our muffin cups. And there we go. Now, I am going to back up and put this in the freezer because I want these to set. All right, remember, we're not baking anything. These are going to go in the freezer. And then the butter is going to, you know, what's melted is going to set. And then this is going to be a perfect crust. So let's just put these in here. All right. So I asked everyone, what is your favorite holiday dessert? Deontay says cheesecake and sweet potato pie. Okay, let's get it. So disclaimer, I do not like sweet potato pie. Although I can cook sweet potato pie, I do not like sweet potato pie. I don't even like sweet potatoes. Do not judge me, okay? Don't judge me. Can I shout out your grandmother? Of course I can shout out your grandmother. What's your grandmother's name? Hi, Rivera. Is Rivera here? Hi, Rivera. Thank you for hanging out with us. All right, I have to go back to the refrigerator because we're going to make our cheesecake filling. All right, this no-bake cheesecake filling is going to be one of the best cheesecakes you've ever had. Let's get our bowl here. All right, so in this bowl, we're going to take one softened pack of cream cheese. And let me give you guys another tip. So you're supposed to soften it, so you don't want to put it in the microwave or anything like that. I just take a bowl. This is what I did prior to here, and I put warm water in here, and I put the the cream cheese packets in the bowl in warm water, and it automatically softens the cream cheese. That is a hack for you. To soften your cream cheese, just put it in a bowl of warm water. For those of you that just tuning in, hi, we got more people here. We are making these mini Biscoff cheesecakes. And I did ask everyone to let me know in the comments, what is your favorite holiday dessert? Like when Thanksgiving comes around, what do you absolutely want to have, like you're looking forward to? I'm going to say hi to some people here. We have D'Angelo. Hi, D'Angelo. Thank you for hanging out. You do not have to comment on my forehead. I know I got a big forehead and I'm cute. So thank you. Thank you. All right. We have typical one shot. Hey, one shot. What does one shot mean? What does one shot mean? And we have Legend. Hi, Legend. Well, Legend has been here. All right. Let me focus. So we're going to make our mixture. We have one softened pack of cream cheese. All right. So you guys, let me tell you a chef's or a cook's like right hand, a rubber spatula. They are amazing. So I'm going to use a rubber spatula. So right now I am opening this package of cream cheese. I don't want to open all the way, but it's okay. I'm going to get the cream cheese out. You don't want to give it to me, but I'm going to get it out of you. Don't even worry about it. So I have one whole packet of softened cream cheese in this bowl. All right. Trash. Okay. And to this bowl, we're going to add everything that's going to make this cheesecake delicious. Amara says her favorite holiday dessert, sweet potato pie, pineapple upside down cake, banana pudding, and caramel cake. Those are all delicious. We're making a banana pudding today, so you are here with a great time. We're making cheesecakes today. Pineapple upside down cake. Does anyone in the world still make pineapple upside down cake? My grandmother used to make the absolute best pineapple upside down cake. If you've never had it, it is a yellow cake, but the bottom is like these caramelized, it's like caramelized sugar, pineapples, and like a cherry. It's kind of like an upside down cake sticky bun. Right? Like if you've had pineapple upside down cake, you totally got that reference. All right. So to this bowl, we're going to add our cream cheese. This is 8 ounces of cream cheese. We are also going to add about 1 teaspoon of lemon. All right. The lemon is going to add a brightness to your cream cheese. Do not skip the lemon. Okay. So about 1 teaspoon of lemon. And then we are going to add about 3 tablespoons of sugar, of course. Okay. We're going to add some vanilla. All right. Vanilla is cheesecake. Okay. I always add more vanilla than needed because I love vanilla. And that's like real vanilla, pure vanilla, and it's absolutely delicious. Banana pudding. Okay, so one shot says banana pudding, my favorite dessert. I'm with you. We're making banana pudding today. It's a no-bake banana pudding. And I have a reel showing you how to make cooked banana pudding, baked banana pudding, but nonetheless, I love banana pudding. So in this bowl, if you're just tuning in, we are making our Biscoff cookie mini cheesecakes. I have some softened cream cheese. I have 3 tablespoons of sugar. I have a little lemon juice because do not skip on that lemon juice. The lemon juice is important. And I also have some vanilla flavoring. Now for this next one, I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of yogurt, but you can also add cream cheese. Sour cream. And if you've ever had like an authentic original cheesecake, it's delicious, it's creamy, but it has that little sour note. That is because of the sour cream. I'm going to add some Greek yogurt to this because it's just going to make it a little more silky, and it's going to make it less like puckering, but it's still going to be delicious. Okay. All right. So we have that. And now you can use an electric mixer, which I'm going to pull this out later. I'm not going to use it right now. Or you can use a regular whisk. And we are doing everything as if people don't have an electric mixer. And you're going to whisk this all together. Okay? And if you soften your cream cheese enough, this should be okay. All right? This should be whiskable. All right? So we're going to put in some elbow grease and we're going to mix it. Now for me, when I whisk anything, I tilt my bowl, right? There's mechanics in this because I want to make sure I get the best angle, and I'm whipping air. When you're whisking, you're essentially just whipping air into the mixture so it can be nice and fluffy. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just whipping all those ingredients together. And someone says they cannot wait for Thanksgiving. I cannot wait for Thanksgiving either. Hello. And I have been giving you guys a repertoire of recipes for Thanksgiving. All right, so you want to whip this until it's nice and smooth and everything is combined. Whew, this hand. You don't want to go overboard, but this is the consistency that you want. You see that? Beautiful. I am done with the whisking part of this demonstration. Whisking is a lot. That's why for our second recipe, we're going to use an electric mixer. But the cheesecake recipe, we're going to whisk it. So everything's all whisked in. Now, you want to add some whipped cream. I took some regular cream and I just whipped it with the electric blender earlier today. Now, I did that because most whipped cream in the grocery stores, it has a lot of sugar. I am not a big fan of sweet desserts. I feel like desserts should have like an even balance. It shouldn't be overly too sweet, too rich, because you can't finish the whole thing. So this is homemade whipped cream. All I did was I took some heavy cream, I put it in the bowl, and I whipped it with this mixture until it formed peaks. Like, look, you can turn it upside down. It's not going to come out. This is the consistency that you want. And what this is going to do is, this is going to take this cheesecake mixture and make it light and fluffy and delicious. And we need whipped cream for both of our recipes today, okay? So I whipped enough for both recipes. So I'm going to take, this is approximately 1 cup. Put a little bit more. 1 cup of the whipped cream. And I'm just going to mix this in. Okay. Is that Bougie? Hi, Bougie. For those of you that are just tuning in, we are making our Biscoff mini cheesecakes. Okay. I just whipped in some homemade whipped cream to our cheesecake mixture. And you are making meals with Meka. And we are doing holiday desserts. Because we all know Thanksgiving is coming up. We have Christmas coming up. People are going to be invited to relatives' house. You might be hosting. And you might want to make something just quick and easy and delicious. And these recipes will not disappoint. So guess what, guys? This is it. This is our no-bake cheesecake mixture. I have the cream cheese in here. I have a little bit of Greek yogurt in here, but you can put sour cream. I have a little bit of lemon juice to lift it up a little bit. I have some vanilla flavoring because, well, real vanilla extract because it's delicious. What else did I put in here, guys? And some homemade whipped cream. And that's it. Oh, and I put a little sugar. I put 3 tablespoons of sugar. And this is it. Now, if you want to, you can taste it. And then you would, like everything else, you adjust your seasoning. And that tastes delicious. Don't even worry about it. Bougie says she just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. All right. Thank you. If you are here and you're having a good time, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel. You would not be disappointed. This is what we do all day. We cook delicious food. And you guys, I'm going to clean as I go. So we have our cheesecake mixture. Let me go watch my mixture for me as I get the crust out of the freezer. Ooh. And look at that. Ooh, the crusts look at that. They're set. The freezer every time. So the butter, it was melted. Now it's congealed and we have our Biscoff cookie toppings. And now it's time to fill our cheesecakes. How easy is this? Anyone could do this. So if you have young kids and they're interested in cooking, you're not really comfortable with them using the stove yet, I suggest doing a no-bake cheesecake. You know, these are fun. These are cute. They're easy. I would suggest doing this with them. So now it's time to spoon our no-bake cheesecake mixture into the freezer. There's a question, how long did you leave them in the freezer? I put them in there for maybe 10 minutes. So I did the crust first, and then while I was making the cheesecake filling, these were in there, so maybe 10 minutes. So if those of you who are just tuning in, listen, this is a party. Like, do y'all see the count here? Everyone's here. We are making our mini no-bake cheesecakes for the holiday. We have our filling, and I suggest just taking a smaller spoon because you want to divvy this out. So a tablespoon. Now, some recipes, if you look online, if you Google mini cheesecake recipes, they're fancy. So they want to say, oh, put that in a piping bag and pipe it. We're not doing all that. I don't have a piping bag. I'm not piping the cheesecake into these cups, okay? I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to put it in there. So 1 tablespoon in every cup. Okay? Can you guys see that? 1 tablespoon. This is pretty much already set. All right, so you want to go around and be just a little stingy at first because you want to make sure that there's enough for all of them. So I don't go like this, right? I just put so 1 tablespoon first to make sure that every single cup gets enough cheesecake filling. And you want it nice and tight like this. You want it nice and tight. You do not want it loose. If you have loose filling, I would suggest put a little more whipped cream in there. Right? You don't want it runny. All right, so I have a little bit left. And then I'm just going to go and see which ones, I slide it, which ones are smaller. And I'm going to go and, put a little bit more in those because they all should get equal treatment. And we want everything uniform. The key to cooking is, especially if you're displaying these, you want everything to be uniform. And now that I have everything in there, I'm just going to go and take the top of my spoon and I'm going to just smooth it out. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. For those of you that just tuning in, we've just filled our Biscoff cookie cheesecake little cups with our no-bake cheesecake filling. And now we're just going through and smoothing everything out because we want them to be pretty. Okay? We want these to be pretty. Okay. And if you want to lick the spoon, lick the spoon. Damn, that's good. Lick the spoon. That is delicious. What are you talking about? Damn. Okay, so these are our cheesecake cups. That is really delicious. And then we're gonna put these in the refrigerator. And these will be done in a couple of hours. So if you're making these, make sure you give yourself at least, I would say at least 4 hours before serving these. Don't try to make these like an hour or 2 hours before your guests come. It's not going to give what it's supposed to give. I would say wait like 2 hours. Hi, we have JoJo here. Hi, JoJo. Welcome. We got Juliet. Hey, Juliet. And then we have Champagne. Oh, this is like first class here. Hi, guys. Welcome. I have just filled our mini cheesecake cups. These are going to go in the refrigerator. Okay? So I'm going to put these in the refrigerator and let them do their thing. Okay? So these are in there. Now, here's the secret. I've made some yesterday. So I'm going to show you how to top them and make them look really nice and pretty, but we're not at that point yet. So in a little bit, I'm going to pull those out and show you how to decorate them, for presentation. So those are done. Like that cheesecake was like so delicious, guys. Let's get started on our banana pudding. I love banana pudding. I asked people in the comments, what's one of your favorite holiday desserts? And a lot of people said banana pudding. I love a traditional classic vanilla wafers, homemade pudding and like baked. But my grandmother did not cook anything. She would tell you right now, South side of Chicago, listen, girl, I do not cook. That was my grandmother. Her name was Beulah. She did not cook, but she made one thing in her life, and it was the absolute best thing I've ever tasted, and it was her banana pudding. No one can make banana pudding better than my grandmother. And that was the cooked banana pudding. Now I do have a reel on my page. So, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead, subscribe. But I do have the baked banana pudding recipe on there. We're not doing baked today. We are doing easy peasy, no baked desserts. And I made this banana pudding and I was like, you know what? This is decent enough. This is delicious enough for me to put my stamp of approval on it. So we are doing the no bake Chessman cookie banana pudding. Let's go ahead and get this started, all right? What you're going to start off with is we have to make the pudding. I'm not making this pudding from scratch, okay? We are using a French vanilla pudding. And it's okay because we need convenience, we need things to be delicious, and we need things to look amazing and taste amazing. So now, disclaimer, you guys, when you see me make things on live, I'm not going to make enough for like 15, 20 people because it's just me. And then sometimes it's my boo and things will go to waste. So I'm going to make a smaller version because we're not going to do any food waste. I do not believe in food waste. I'm going to make a smaller version that I could actually eat throughout the week myself. So there's no food waste, but just know that you can double or triple these recipes based off what you want to do. So typically you would use this whole package of pudding, but because I'm making this singular, I'm going to use a half a package. Okay. This is French vanilla pudding. French vanilla pudding. We're making our no bake banana pudding. I just put some instant, make sure it's instant, some French vanilla pudding. And to this, we are going to add 1 cup of milk. Here is a kitchen hack. Every time we hang out, I give you guys kitchen hacks, food hacks all the time. When you're measuring liquids, a lot of people like to hold it in their hand and be like, oh, okay. No. When you're measuring liquids, make sure it's on a flat surface. For real. If you don't believe me, try this out. Go ahead and we're going to measure 1 cup. Now, if you're measuring this in your hand, and I'm very particular about this because everything has to line up. If you put this in your hand and you're pouring it, you could be under or you could be over because this isn't a flat, like you holding it like this, it isn't a flat plane. Put it down. You can see, okay, 1 cup, everything is leveled, okay? I just put y'all on the game real quick. So we have our French vanilla pudding, and then we have 1 cup of milk. Now with this, you can be really creative, guys. I'm going to use my electric mixer. You can be really creative. You can also whip this with your hand, but who has time for that? I don't. So I'm going to whip this. Go around. You want to put air in there. Okay? And I'm just looking with my eyes. Put a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Okay, so this is supposed to be a certain consistency because I'm just measuring with my eyes. I want to make sure that this is thick enough, so I added a little more. Let's see here. Bougie says she loves banana pudding. Jojo, good hack. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And then hi, Joy. You're welcome. So you guys, I'm going to whip this just a little bit longer, okay? Because I want a certain consistency. Perfect. And you guys, I also want to let you know that, listen, I always say that cooking, you have to use all your senses, right? So even if you are cooking and it says, you know, with most recipes, it should tell you what things should look like. And if it says, hey, you know, your ingredients or, you know, your pudding should be thick, and I thought that I measured halfway and it wasn't thick, you know, listen, I'm going to have to add a little bit more. So this is the French vanilla pudding. Now, when you're making this, if you could use different types of pudding. You guys, there's so many different types of pudding. There's French vanilla, there's banana, there's coconut, there's chocolate. Depending on the flavors that you like, this is where you can make this recipe your own. I'm just going to use French vanilla, okay? So we have that out of the way, all right? Now let's get started on the rest of it. Yes, we are mixing a lot today. So with this, we have our cream cheese. This is 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. If you're just tuning in, we are making our no-bake banana pudding, and we're starting with we're on the cream cheese part of this. I softened this earlier, so I don't want to leave cream cheese out for like 4 or 5 hours. That really isn't healthy, you know. So a quick way to soften your cream cheese, you can put it in a microwave. To me, it melts the cream cheese. I just take my cream cheese and put it in a bowl of warm water. Then the cream cheese comes out perfect and silky and delicious, okay? Hi, someone. Okay, so we have the Bronx. The Bronx says, hi, can you give my friend Lou a shout out? Hi, Lou. Of course we're giving Lou a shout out. Hello, Lou. Lou, I don't know what you did to the Bronx for her to say you're an asshole, but hey, you know, sometimes I can be an asshole too. So look, we are not discriminating against assholes here, okay? But hello, Lou, how are you doing? You guys are making meals with Meka, and right now we're in the middle of making our banana pudding, no bake banana pudding. So right here, I have some cream cheese. And what we're going to add to this cream cheese, we're going to add some condensed milk. You guys, condensed milk is a cook's or baker's best friend. You know how many things you can make with condensed milk? Do you know you can make caramel from condensed milk? But I don't want to get off topic here, okay? But if you are interested in knowing how you can make caramel for condensed milk, go ahead, hit that like button. Make sure you follow me so you can send me a message, and I will tell you offhand how you can make caramel from condensed milk. But anyway, we got to focus. We have our cream cheese, and I am going to pour this condensed milk. I'm going to pour half of this on here. Look at that. It's just luscious in its own. It just looks naughty. Like this it just looks like it's just naughty. Now, I said I'm making this, for one person, one or two people. So normally you would put the whole condensed milk in here. We're not doing that because I don't want to waste. And we have to mix this together, guys. Yes, we are mixing more things together. All right, I'm pulling out the artillery here, the mixer. All right, let me put these in. If you don't have a hand mixer, you guys can 100% whip this yourself. But we're not doing this. I don't got time to whip this, and then you guys get bored, and then you leave me. Like, we have a whole party. So let me put these in here, and we're going to mix this. It's going to be loud, so cover your ears. Okay? All right, Deontay says that he always has condensed milk and evaporated milk. Always. Always. And we're just going to put this on low, and we're going to mix this. Ooh! It's looking delicious already, guys. Look at that. Nice and smooth and creamy. And turn it up. Oh yeah. So I want to mix this until it's nice and everything is combined, okay? Okay, I'm going to answer your question, Jojo. Give me a second. So everything is mixed. Let me give you guys another hack. You want to know how to get all of that off of the spoons, right? Off the whisk. Put this back in here and just turn it on low. Don't let it touch anything. And just turn it on. It cleans itself. Now, when I was a kid, I would lick the shit out of these. Who licked the whiskers when you were a kid? Like, oh my God. All right. So, Jojo, you asked the question, how do you store condensed milk if you only use half of it? All right, another hack, and this is a safety hack. You never, okay? When I say never, ever store any open cans in your refrigerator. Don't do it, okay? This is going to cause so many, like everything, like bacteria and everything. So if you have more of this, I suggest getting, I gotta show y'all this. Yes, these are my these are my containers. Okay, all right. Get you a container. Pour it in there. Well, we're gonna do this right now because I'm not throwing this away. Take your condensed milk, put it in a container. Okay, cover it. Then I would say you need to use it at least 7 days. 7 days after you do this. So if you're not using this after 7 days, you're going to want to discard it, okay? Don't use any type of condensed milk that's been in your refrigerator for 28 days. You know? So you're not going to use any stored condensed milk for Christmas recipes. Like, we're not doing that. Okay? And don't say that Meka told me to, because I'm going to be like, you lied. So I'm going to put a top on this, but this is how you store unused can anything. Do not store it in a can. That is a huge no-no. Find you some containers. So I'm going to put the top on that a little bit later. So in this bowl right now, you're welcome. So in this bowl right now, we have a mixture of condensed milk and we have our cream cheese. Okay? You guys remember this? You guys remember this pudding? Make sure you have that near. Now we have some whipped cream. Earlier, I told people when we were making our what were they? The little cream cheesecakes. I made my own whipped cream because most whipped creams has lots of sugar and things. What I did was I took just 2 cups of heavy cream and then I whipped it with my electric mixture. This gives me my own whipped cream, but it doesn't have as much sugar. I am not a huge fan of overly sweet desserts. So if you want to make your own whipped cream, that's all you have to do. If you want to use store-bought whipped cream, you can do that too. You're just going to have a higher sugar content. But we're going to take this whipped cream and we're going to fold it. We're going to fold it into the cream cheese mixture. What this is going to do is it's going to make it light and fluffy and delicious. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and when I say fold, that just means you're just going to turn it, right? You just want everything nice and softly incorporated. If you start too hard, your whipped cream is going to deflate, because essentially all whipped cream is, it's cream that's been aerated. You put so much air in the whipped cream that it's nice and fluffy. You don't want to stir it too much and then it deflates. So we're going to just gently fold, okay? We are loving this mixture, okay? We're loving it. We don't want to harm it. We want it to be nice and delicious. We have Renata here. Hi, Miss Cleaver. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are at a good time. We are folding in our whipped cream to our cream cheese mixture for this delicious banana pudding. Okay, everything's all folded in. Guess what we're going to do now? We're going to go ahead and take this pudding that we made, and then we're going to gently fold the pudding into this mixture. So I like a rubber spatula with this, because you guys, I want to get everything out. And the rubber spatula, you can get every single morsel of whatever you're cooking. That rubber spatula is going to get it out. So we're going to go around with the rubber spatula. We're going to put that in there. Okay? There you go. And then guess what we're going to do? We're gently folding. We're all about gently folding right here. Okay? We're just going to gently fold that in. Oh, man. And look, our banana pudding, like the umph of our banana pudding is ready. Okay, let's put this banana pudding together. I'm so excited. Let me move this out the way. So you're going to take a baking dish, okay? Yes, this is little tiny. Isn't it so cute? This is so cute. Okay, and I have these chessmen cookies. You don't know what chessmen cookies are? They are delicious butter cookies. That's what they are. Like freaking scrumptious butter cookies. And I'm going to take them, and they have like little designs on them. For the bottom row, because we want this nice and flat, we're going to put the design side down. Okay? Design side down. And this is going to be the bottom of our no-bake banana pudding. And this little baking dish is so cute. It fits 8 perfectly. Ooh, ooh. Beautiful. Now you can't have banana puddings without bananas. Okay? Hi, you guys, if you are just tuning in, you are at the perfect time. We are about to layer our banana pudding. Welcome. Perfect timing, you guys. So I have just laid out some chessmen cookies. And I have my banana. Another hack. I'm going to always give you guys hacks. Most people try to peel bananas from the top. No. Flip the banana over, and you're actually supposed to peel the banana from this side. You guys see that? And it peels so much easier. Okay? Now, essentially, you want really, really, really ripe bananas. The grocery store didn't have, like when I say like ripe, you want them like very soft, very, very dark yellow. But the grocery store didn't have them. So, we're just going to use what we have. So we have our banana, and we're just going to go and just slice it. You don't have to slice it beforehand. And when you're slicing, you just want to slice maybe like a half an inch. Half an inch. Oh, it's sweet. It's good. So first layer, bananas are in. Okay? And then just go ahead and make sure they're all nice and uniform. Perfect. Did I see that? Okay. Then we're going to take this luscious, delicious, creamy, has everything in it filling. Let me taste it first. You guys know you're supposed to taste everything. I'm just going to taste it to make sure. That's fire. That's fire. It's not too sweet. You can taste the French vanilla, like the pudding, the French vanilla is delicious. Then it's like nice and airy because of the homemade whipped cream, and then the cream cheese just brings it home. Like you could eat this, you know, look, let me tell you, big back behavior. Like if you really want to be on like some big back shit, like you could take a cookie and dip it in here and eat it. Like I'm just saying, I'm just saying, is that delicious? I might do that with any leftover. That's all I'm saying. All right. So then we're going to take this and we're just going to nicely layer it over here. For those of you that's just tuning in, you are perfect timing. We are layering our banana pudding and we are putting this delicious filling over the bananas and the chessmen cookies. And it's going to be oh so delicious. Okay. So this is the first layer. We're going to do 2 layers, guys. We're going to do 2 layers because that's what we do. First layer. You're going to take some more cookies. And then let's just go ahead and do our second layer. Now for the second layer, I'm going to put these design side down as well because I want everything to be nice and flat. And the design is a little raised, so we don't want, you know, I just want to make sure everything turns out how it's supposed to be. Okay? How did I get this one extra cookie? Just go ahead, break that in half. We use everything around here. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to take another banana. And remember, I said we're going to peel from this end. Right? This makes it easy. Easy breezy. I dropped that banana. I don't want banana pudding if the bananas turn brown. Okay. I agree with that. The banana pudding, these bananas should not turn brown here. Okay. And now we're going to just go in and we're going to slice our banana. I love bananas, guys. Just imagine if you show up to Thanksgiving with this banana pudding. It's going to be amazing. Okay. And you can even put more bananas in here. I feel like this doesn't even have enough bananas. Like, should I put another banana in here? No, I'm just going to keep it like that. I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much. All right, second layer. And then we are going to put the remainder of this beautiful banana pudding filling in here. And I want you guys to know, like, when you're serving this, you know, most banana pudding you serve with like a spoon. So this is going to be like a general pudding. So don't even worry about it. You know, you just want to make sure that everything is all filled in. Steve Reyes says, save me some of that for later. I got you, boo. I got you. I mean, I don't know. When you make this banana pudding, you guys, this is only good for about 3 to 4 days. Okay, because we have a lot of dairy in here. We have cream cheese. You know, we have the bananas. So this is, if you don't eat this within 3 days, sadly, I would say discard it. Because you do have a lot of time-sensitive ingredients in here. So, Steve, if you come back within the next 3 days, this will be here for you. If not, I'll just have to make you a new batch when you get here. All right. So, because this is our final layer, we want to make sure that everything is all nice and level because we eat with our eyes first. So, we want it nice. And I'm telling you, I'm probably going to devour this later. Don't even worry. Look, I'm not even putting it in the sink. I'm putting it to the side because I will devour this later. Hi. Is that Elfie Kirkini? Hi, welcome. If you're just tuning in, you guys, we're at the final steps of making our banana pudding. We have 2 layers in here, and now we're just going to top this off. This is our no-bake banana pudding. Now to top this off, Now you can show the little cute designs, okay? So we're going to put these on here, design side up. Now this is like a Christmas pack. Did y'all see me drop that cookie right there? That sucks. Damn, it's off. This is a Christmas pack. So we have like, candy canes, and we have little bells and things like that. So if you make this for Thanksgiving and they ask you, why'd you bring your Christmas pack? Just be like, listen, just mind your business. Like, So we're just going to top this. And I dropped one of my cookies. I mean, this is what happens when you cook live. Everything doesn't turn out beautiful. And I think I used the extra cookie. Remember, I had an extra cookie with that layer. I'm like, where'd this extra cookie come from? It came from my top layer. So I'm missing 2 cookies on my top layer here. It doesn't make it less delicious. It's just going to make the presentation a little different. But this is the banana pudding. And then when you serve it, you can take a knife and cut it in between the cookies. So this essentially, if I had 2 more cookies here, this would be 8 servings. And you want to give everybody just 1 cookie, or you can take a spoon. And then we're just going to top this. And this is going to go in the refrigerator. And this needs to chill for at least 2 hours. Okay? 2 hours. Hey, thank you guys for saying it just looks great. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and then I'm going to show you guys how to decorate our mini cheesecakes. So unfortunately, because we're live, you won't see me dish this out or spoon this out, but this is the look you're going for. You need 2 more cookies right there. This is going to sit in the refrigerator, minimum 2 hours. If you have 24 hours, that would be great. And then the next day you can cut this like it's a cake or spoon it out, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. I'm going to cover this, put this in the refrigerator, and let's pull out our mini cheesecakes. And then we have Carmen Santiago. Thank you for subscribing. For those of you that's just tuning in, you're making meals with Meka. We just finished our no-bake banana pudding. I'm going to pull out our no-bake cheesecakes to show you how to decorate them and make them delicious and beautiful. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, like the button if you're having a good time. Let me go pull these cheesecakes out the refrigerator. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me put this in here. Okay, now, these were not the cheesecakes that I made today because they're not set yet. But because I love y'all so much and I wanted you guys to see what they're going to turn out to look like, I made some yesterday. So you're going to pop them out, right? We're going to pop them out. They come out nice and cute. And we don't even have to worry about what color our wrapper is because we're not serving them in a wrapper, okay? We're pulling them out. I'm going to pull out 4 for you guys. Let me see. That's not the look to go for. Y'all, Meka got y'all. Okay, I don't even know what that is, but anyway. So, we have our little platter that we're going to put these on. Now, with these cheesecakes, these are Biscoff cookie cheesecake, you guys. Biscoff cookies, no bake cheesecakes. So we have our muffin tins, our little mini cheesecakes, and look how easily they just pop out. They just pop out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. You have the crust that's going to be nice and crispy and delicious. You have the cheesecake filling that's already set and solid. So we're just going to go and pop them out. And they pop out so easily, you guys. We're just going to do 4. Look at that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're just going to do 4. Now, you could top these any way you want to. They actually have Biscoff cookie butter. You can put that in the microwave, melt it, and put it on top. But have you guys ever had the hazelnut spread? Everyone has had the hazelnut spread. So they sell these little packets. And I think they're in every supermarket. They sell these little packets of the hazelnut spread. The hazelnut spread is chocolate, and almond, and it's going to go really good with the cheesecake and also the ingredients in the Biscoff cookies. And it comes in this little packet, which is perfect for decorating. So we're going to cut this off. And then all we're going to do, and I just warmed this up with my hand, just, right? And then all we're going to do is we're just going to squeeze a little bit on top, and just a little bit on top. Now, if you want to, you can put this in a microwave and make it more pliable. So for all my cake decorators out there that's like, oh my gosh, that's too thick. Like, listen, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. This is going to be delicious. I'm trying. Okay, I am trying here as a non-baker that made some non-baked cheesecakes. So we're going to squeeze that on here. Okay. And then this is just going to add another layer of flavor to this. Okay. Do we need a moderator here? Do we need a moderator or no? And then what you're going to do is you could take some extra cookies. And then we're just going to break it in half and then just stick the cookie in the little mini cheesecakes. Okay. Now this is only 4 cheesecakes, but imagine if you had like 30 of them all lined up, all uniform, all looking delicious, because you want all your flavors to go together. So the person that said like you need to put some strawberries and chocolate over the cupcakes. If you would have been here earlier, you would have saw that we're doing Biscoff, and Biscoffs have cinnamon and nutmeg in it, and then strawberries really doesn't go well with that combination. So we are doing flavor profiles, okay? So with these, this is a beautiful flavor profile. We have the Biscoff crust, we have the cream cheese, our cheesecake, and then we have the nice, delicious, natural, then this is natural too, the natural hazelnut spread, and then we topped it with the cookie, and all these flavors are going to go very well together. And look at that, that beautiful mini cheesecake. Let me go ahead and take a bite. That's fire. It's fire, you guys. That crust is buttery and delicious. You got the cheesecake that's creamy. It's not too sweet, but it's luscious. And then the topping with the hazelnut spread. Oh my, this is absolutely delicious. Showstoppers. All right, I gotta go and I'm gonna eat a whole one of these later. So you guys, that's it. We have made 2 easy, no-bake desserts, and they use similar ingredients. So you really don't have to have like an array of different ingredients, right? We use some of the same ingredients in both recipes, so you can have options. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you haven't done so far, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. If you're having a good time, hit the like button. And then guess what? I will be here next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving. And I am going live, but I will be cooking actual Thanksgiving dinner. I would love for you guys to join me. I'm going to try to be interactive, but you guys are going to have a front row seat to how I prepare Thanksgiving for my family. I'm going to give you guys tips and tricks, some of my secret recipes. So next week we are going all out, and you will be just live in my kitchen, a fly on the wall, as I prepare Thanksgiving dinner. I hope you guys have had a great time. Go ahead and make these delicious desserts. Go ahead, send me a like. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with Meka on Making Meals with Meka Live. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great evening. Thank you for hanging out. Bye-bye.